In today's video, I'm doing a review on Sunseeker's new 4-in-1 garden tool. Really awesome product, has a ton of uses, and I'm going to show you all the things it has to offer. Let's get after it.
My name is Matt, and I live for moments like these. Guys, I killed the biggest buck of my life this morning. I'm far from an expert, but using persistence and a little bit of luck, I'm able to make some pretty cool things happen. I do my best to capture the entire harvest, the kill, the prep, and my favorite part, the meal. Because to me, it's more than a hunt. It's man versus deer. He is a mass monster. Holy cow.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to check out a man versus deer video. I post a lot of hunting videos. More specifically, I like to post catch, clean, cook style hunting videos, so if that's something you're into, make sure you smack that subscribe button and turn on that notifications bell so you don't miss any videos. So today's video is going to be kind of a different video. It's a review gear style video, and this video is possible because the awesome guys at Sunseeker kind enough to send me a new product they have. They call it their 4-in-1 garden tool. You and I would know that as a weed eater with a pole saw, a hedge trimmer attachment, and a brush cutter attachment. Super awesome piece of equipment, and I can't wait for you guys to see what it can do inside the video. It actually has a ton of applications for both hunting and habitat improvement, in addition to the general things you would use it for, like lawn care. But it's a super awesome product. I'm going to do an unboxing, I'm going to do a review, and I'm going to walk you through all the features. Let's jump into that part of the video. Alright guys, before we jump into the main features, I wanted to talk about how fast this shipped to me and how easy it was to put together. Shipped to me in this big box that you see here. There wasn't a terrible amount of pieces to put together, maybe 15 in total, and assembly was very, very easy. The instructions were easy to follow, and most of it was actually done by hand. There was only 2 tools required, both of which came with the kit, and it was an Allen wrench and a little small regular wrench that you only needed to put the edger on. So assembly was a breeze, and then it was also really easy to switch out one attachment for another. You basically just had to loosen a screw, put the attachment in, and tighten the screw, and that was all she wrote. So super easy, streamlined process there. Nothing but good things to say. Alright guys, so now we're going to talk about all the features this thing has to offer, and we're going to start with the attachments. It came with a 17-inch string trimmer edger combo, a 9.4-inch pole saw, a 16-inch hedge trimmer, and a 10-inch brush cutter. That's all the stuff you get with this 4-in-1 multi-tool. The engine is actually pretty powerful. It's a 26cc full crank, 2-cycle gas engine, and it's really easy to start. They say that on the website you're going to be able to start this thing within 5 times of pulling it every time if you follow the instructions. Out of the box, it started on time 4 for me, so I was super impressed with that. The engine is actually supported by an aluminum support. It's supposed to greatly reduce vibration, and it's really lightweight, so this thing is going to be easy to handle for long periods of time. And this thing actually has more attachments than what it comes with that are compatible with it. And the attachments that it does come with are super easy to exchange. So all you have to do is loosen a screw, slide the old attachment out, slide the new attachment in, make sure it's lined up, and tighten that screw back down, and you can be out of one attachment and into another in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So it's very, very easy, and you get a lot of uses out of this one tool. The last thing that I'll mention as far as features go is that these guys have a 3-year manufacturer's warranty. So any problems over the life cycle of your product, they still tell you to contact them. So I would say that this has a limited lifetime warranty, but officially it has a 3-year warranty from the date of the original purchase. Alright guys, so now we're going to talk about the actual use of this thing. I put it to the test over 2 days. I've got a fairly decent sized property. I've got a pond on it with a lot of overgrown brush and thorns and young saplings. I've got a little hay pasture behind my house that has had high grass, and so we really had a good area to kind of battle test this thing, and battle test this thing we did. When I was using the weed eater attachment, I found as much head high grass as I could, and I spent a couple hours knocking that down, which it really did with ease. I then walked around my property and looked for big, thick, nasty, heavy weeds, thorns, even some maple trees that were starting to come back that were a little thicker, and I really couldn't find anything that would bog this weed eater down. A lot of weed eaters I've used in the past, you have to make 2 passes at stuff, and this was really powerful enough to go through things in 1 pass, and it really impressed me in that area. I also really like the way that you reload string on this weed eater. super easy. You feed it in one side, out the other, and then twist the cap to wind it in there. So it was really easy. And then when you need more string, a simple tap on the ground feeds more string into the weed eater. So it was very, very easy to use. The hedge trimmer attachment was probably by far my favorite. I took this thing around my pond and attacked anything that looked mean and nasty, and that consisted of a lot of thorns, a lot of new saplings. I had a maple tree that I cut down at the beginning of the year that had started to grow back and was as tall as I was, and I gotta say, this thing mowed through everything super easy. I was able to go around my entire pond bank in about an hour and clear it out and have some nice walking paths. So this was my favorite attachment and one that I'm probably going to continue to use. I found that it shined the most with thorns and kind of small, like new sapling growth and stuff like that. So the pole saw was actually pretty impressive as well. It operates exactly like a chainsaw. You put the chain on the same way, you tighten it the same way. It even has an oil well at the front that you fill to keep the saw lubricated. I wanted to test this thing out as like a pole saw, but I also wanted to put it on some thicker stuff. So what I did was walk around my pond bank, and I started out by clearing some branches that were just dead and hanging down, real little stuff, which it went through easy. But then I went around to the backside and cut through some bigger stuff, some stuff about as big as my arm, and it went through it like butter, and it never really slowed down or sputtered. So I was really impressed with this as well. All of these attachments I think are going to be awesome for use in the hunting industry. I think that the hedge trimmer is going to be good for making paths through the woods. I think the pole saw is going to be good for cutting shooting lanes. I'm going to get a ton of use out of all of these features this year, I guarantee it. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope it was helpful, but more than anything, I hope it made you want to come back and watch another man versus deer video. I'm going to have purchase links in the description for this product along with a lot of the other gear that I use. You're also going to be able to find purchase links for hats and hoodies. Any of that stuff helps me out more than you know. If you guys like catch, clean, cook style hunting content, make sure that you head over to the channel and you check out some of the other videos, and hopefully you like some of them enough that you'll subscribe to the channel. I really want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I want to wish you good luck next time you're in the woods, and God bless.